So, Everton have made their second signing of the summer, and it's Lucas Digne, who has come from Barcelona, of all places. And he is a left back, and it's really important that this has gone through. Now, Everton have spent a lot of money over the past couple of seasons, and that, obviously goes without saying. But one thing they really need is a left back, and this lad seems to fit the bill. So he started off at Lille before joining Paris Saint-Germain. He spent a year out on loan at Roma, and he impressed during that season. And then he ended up signing for Barcelona, where he has, been a bit part player. Obviously, as you can imagine, he's been a very successful bit part player everywhere he's been. He's won the Copa del Ligue, which is the League Cup in France. He's won the Copa de France, which is the French Cup. He's won Ligue 1 twice. He's won La Liga. He's won the Copa del Rey. He has got to the final of the the Euros in 2016 with France. So he is a very, very, very experienced player, despite not playing many games, I guess. He's still a very, very experienced player, and they paid 14 million for him, Barcelona, so they must have seen something in him, and he's, done all right. He's played in a lot of the games, the cup games, and he's also played in the Champions League, so that's a really good sign for Everton. But going back to what I was saying, Leighton Baines was injured last season, but Leighton Baines, as well as being injured last season, is now 33. He's been with Everton 11 years and has been a great servant, but he is just starting to pick up those little injuries and whatever. So when he was injured last season, the replacement was Cuco Martina, who came free from Southampton. And that was a signing by Koeman. And he's not really good enough, and I don't think that many Everton fans would disagree with that comment. He's not really good enough. But now they have signed a left back, and that's really, really important. They've gone out and signed two players so far. Obviously, one is this lad who plays left back, and they needed a left back, and they signed Richarlison, who has so much pace and youthfulness, which is something that they really, really missed. So they're signing players that are going to improve. He's only 25. He has a lot of years ahead of him. Richarlison is also a very, very young player who could improve. The results Everton have had over the pre-season haven't been the best, from what I have seen, and that was something that is quite troubling. At the end of the day, they beat that weird ATV Ernding 22-0, but since then they've lost to Rennes 4-1, they lost to Blackburn, they've lost to Porto, they drew with Lyon and lost on penalties, and also they drew with Bury. So it's all well and good, but they need to improve on the pitch, and it is just a friendly, but you want to be winning those friendlies. There was a lot of good players in that side. Sigurdsson played, Morelas, Nias, Coleman, Richarlison, Tosun, Schneiderlin, Keane, and they got hammered by Blackburn Rovers. So that's really concerning. But going back to the original point, they needed a left back because of this issue with Leighton Baines aging. Martina has been playing left back. He's not even a left back. He normally plays right back, and he's been playing left back. So they've been a little bit short at left back. So this is something that could really, really go through. They're also linked with Yerry Mina. But there seems to be a lot of interest in him. But he's 23. Silva's coming in and he's signing young, hungry players, which is a lot better than signing the likes of Sigurdsson and things that happened last season. So at least he's showing a little bit more, youthfulness. but it is quite concerning to me that Lookman seems to be on his way out, which, you know, they should be desperate to keep him. But I just don't know what's gone wrong. I really don't. But I think you know, this is a really, really good sign. And then they're starting to sign players that, you know, will even if it takes them a while to adapt, they could really really improve in the future, and that's really important to a side like Everton, you know, to get better. But yeah, so that is the second signing of the summer by Everton, and you know, it's one that they needed. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new, hit subscribe. I'm always covering all transfers. I covered Richarlison. You know, I cover all incoming transfers to the Premier League. So subscribe if you're new to keep up to date. Thanks so much for watching this video. Anyway, my name is Mike, and I will see you soon.